win. All we do is win.
Meijer is the proud hometown partner of the Detroit Tigers, and we're cheering them on every game to a winning season. Home is where your team is, and our home is right here in Detroit.
First inning today is brought to you by Rocket Mortgage. Own the dream. And today's game brought to you in part by Northville Lumber, the official lumber yard of the Detroit Tigers radio network. Tigers got a single, no more in the top half of the first. Now the Angels get ready to face the 25-year-old from Newport Beach, California, making his 9th start of the year from Canyon High School in Anaheim. Troy Melton. First pitch to Zach Neto, swing and a miss. Nice cutter down, and Bobby, that is the pitch for Troy Melton right now.
It is some kind of filthy too. 92, 93 miles an hour.
Sinker down and in, check swing. Did he go? And on the appeal to first, Ryan Will says he did. 0-2 on Zach Neto.
Throw that cutter, and then he throws a sinker in the same spot that goes the other way at 96.
0-2, swinging a line drive into center field, the base hit. He hung the cutter at 89. And Bobby, that we have not seen the cutter at that speed almost all year. So either something backed up on him right there, or is a hard changeup, because he is really happy with the shape of the cutter and the fact that for the last two starts especially, it's been 93, 94.
Yeah, he might have just gotten around that one, and that's one of the things that's kind of counterintuitive. When you're pitching at home for the first time, he's got this opportunity to pitch on a mound that was 6 miles from the high school field he grew up in. He's just got to manage some of these emotions a little bit.
Fastball at 98 up to Mike Trout.
And that'll manifest itself in a number of different ways, and sometimes you just don't stay with what you're trying to do. You try to make it a little nastier when you want to, and you just get around it. And I think that's what he did to Neto on that pitch he hit.
These are the two guys that you really have to consider. Changeup down and in. You'll see it go into the books as a splitter. It's a changeup. He told us that, so we're going with that. Mike Trout hitting 237, but he's going to make it throw him a strike. Still has the power. Again, Neto, Trout, these are the two guys that you worry about the most. Line drive to center field, right to Veerling. He comes in and makes the catch. Mike Trout squared that up. Well, the numbers for Troy Melton, you just couldn't be more impressed. It's only 8 starts, but he had that one start against Minnesota. Remember, it was 88 and about 88% humidity, and the ball was jumping. Gave up 4 home runs. That odd start against Minnesota in mid-June, early June. The other 7 starts, he's given up 1 run, none, or 2 runs. 2 runs or fewer the other 7 starts. And the consistency, Bobby, is so good.
Yeah.
Shawnuel takes ball 1, and what you're noticing lately, so for a while there, it was like, well, there's not a lot of swing and miss, there's not a lot of strikeouts. Now the strikeouts are starting to pile up. The swing and miss is increasing, and he's backing up these incredible numbers with some great stuff. Shawnuel takes a fastball low and away, 2-0.
And Dan, the emergence of that cutter being another weapon for him, a real weapon for him, is kind of where you began to see the spike in the strikeouts too, because that thing is so late, and it's 93, 94 miles an hour. You just can't account for that late movement.
2-0 cutter at the knees at 94 for a called strike. Nolan Shawnuel hitting 275. He's a hit, kind of a contact guy, not much power.
Yeah, no, you get, especially when it comes to left-handed hitters. He started throwing it to his arm side, which is away from lefties, and it'll cut back on the plate. And then he can go with that sinker in the same spot.
2-1, cutter away, just like you talked about. Didn't quite get it onto the outside edge, and I think your point's a good one. I don't remember all the emotions and adrenaline coursing through his body right now as he makes a start on the mound where he grew up watching his team play. Fastball away, 99, 98 on the fastball right now. But a walk to Nolan Shawnuel puts Neto at second base, Shawnuel at first. So this lineup again, Neto, Trout are the 2 big threats. Shawnuel is a guy who's going to hit for average but not much power. Soler, Adele are the power threats, but neither really hitting with the power that the Angels were hoping for. Soler takes first pitch cutter, 95, Bobby, strike on the outside edge.
That's filthy. Just a little bit of horizontal break. But at 95 miles an hour, that's a filthy pitch right there.
Melton stepped off. Lee was ducking in behind Neto at second base. Coach was yelling, "Get back," so he did, and that distracted Melton enough that he stepped off. Neto has good speed, good base runner, strike one. Cutter misses low. Lots of cutters early. When his command is off, he said that's the pitch that gets him back into the strike zone. With both fastballs, 2 and 4 seam fastball. Melton sets, places that left foot in front of the right when he sets, sinker in. He just doesn't have that good command of the fastball right now. I will say it's moving. That was 98 with some serious run into a righty.
Yeah, it's coming out hot. There's no lack of velocity right there.
2 on, 1 out. First inning, we're scoreless to 2-1. Fastball 99 misses down. So very un-Troy Melton-like. His last 4 starts, 5 walks, 27 strikeouts, and just 3 runs on 9 hits in his 24 innings of work. 3-1, low and away. He's missing big. And that loads the bases. And a big early jam. Chris Fetter bounces out of that Tigers dugout. On his way to the mound with Dylan Dingler to have a little settling down with Troy Melton.
Yeah, this is a good visit right here by Chris Fetter. He wants to nip this in the bud right here. The stuff is plenty good enough. Plenty of movement. It's coming out hot. This conversation really is just really going over the game plan. But the way Chris Fetter is going to calm him down is just his demeanor. Slow walk to the mound. Let's just give him a break here. Let's reset, make some quality pitches.
Chris Fetter's got that psychology degree, just like A.J. Hinch.
Yep.
Both feel, I think, that it is quite advantageous in their jobs to call upon something they have learned about the human condition. Chris Fetter always seems to have the right thing to say when he goes out. This is a big, big jam. Lots of friends and family here for Troy Melton. Bases loaded, jammed in the first inning. Josh Lowe steps to the plate, not having a good year. First pitch, fastball 99 away. It's 98, 99 on every fastball, and he can't corral it right now. Melton sets, big deep breath, the 1-0, swing and a miss. Cutter down and in, would have been ball 2, but that speaks to the movement of that pitch.
Yes, it does.
Looks like a fastball all the way to home plate. Dives down and in. The 1-1, swing and a miss. Josh Lowe had a really good year for Tampa in 2023. He struggled in 2024, really struggled last year. This year he struggled so much they sent him down to AAA. He's actually been hitting last 15 games very productive. 1-2, soft tap foul on the ground behind home plate. So hitting barely 200 with a little bit of power, but the last 15 games leading to the break, 270 with nice power numbers in his 48 at-bats. This is still, it's in there. Josh Lowe is still just 28 years old. The 1-2, swing and a foul out of play, but man, the way the ball's jumping out of Troy Melton's hand. I like the matchup for Troy Melton.
Yeah, and Dan, if you notice, the last 4 fastballs he's thrown have been 4-seamers and not the 2-seamer. If he had command of that 2-seamer, this is where you throw it away, let it run off the plate, see if you can get Low to chase.
1-2, ground ball to second base. Hao-Yu Lee looks to second, throws to first. A run will score. McKinstry just wasn't close enough to second base. And even if they had, I think they would have only gotten Soler at second. I don't think they would have turned the double play. A run would have scored anyway. Neto crosses home plate, 1-0 Angels.
Yeah, Lowe's an average runner. It's just a slow developing play. Hao-Yu Lee had to go 2 steps to his left to field that ball. I think you only get 1 either way there. If you end up taking that out at second, you probably only get 1, but he took the 1 at first, and that run scored.
Joe Adell takes a 98-mile-an-hour sinker for strike 1. Zach was not expecting him to go to second base.
Yeah. I'm not sure why. Yeah.
I don't know if he was thinking he was going to throw a home or what he was expecting there. The strike one. Cutter backs up on the inside corner, strike two on Joe Adell, who has not been able to follow up his breakout season last year at 26 with the same kind of production this year, but he remains a threat standing at home plate. Right-handed batter, the 0-2. Got him. Oh, man. Cutter just off the plate. It looked like a perfect pitch.
Sure did.
Woo. Either way, this inning's going to take a little out of this right arm of Troy Melton. 26th pitch of the inning. Changeup is tap foul right at home plate. So good strike throwing after the Chris Fetter visit. That makes that mound visit a win.
Absolutely.
Got ahead of Josh Lowe, 1-2 on the 6th pitch. Got the easy ground ball out. The run scored. Now he's ahead of Adell, 1-2. This will be the 5th pitch of this at bat. Runners at second and third. The 1-2. Soft ground ball to the right side. Lee will charge, scoop it off the dirt, and flip to Torkelson. Long inning, but a nice job by Troy Melton to settle down after a couple of walks, loaded the bases, and he limits the damage to a single run. We go to the 3 Tigers and Angels, 1-0 Angels after 1 on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network, presented by Meyer.
At Comerica Bank, we've helped build some of America's most iconic companies. Now, we're bringing that same professional-grade expertise to today's builders. The kitchen table entrepreneurs, the first-time storefronts, and late-night dreamers with big ambitions. Because banking built for success shouldn't just be for big business. It should be for anyone building something that matters. Let's build something together at Comerica.com/succeed. Comerica Bank, a division of Fifth Third Bank N.A., member FDIC, equal opportunity lender.
We know what you love. You love baseball. You love the Detroit Tigers. You love spending a day at Comerica Park. We also know what you don't love, standing in line. So we made a VIP entrance, so you could do more of the things you love and less of the things you don't. All you have to do is bank with Comerica. With your Comerica Bank card, you'll feel like a VIP the moment you walk in, just like you do at our bank. Learn more at Comerica.com/yourpark. Comerica Bank, a division of Fifth Third Bank N.A., member FDIC.
One call to the Mike Morse Law Firm gets you access to justice. And for many, that's justice after a car or truck crash. But that's not all we do. We handle every type of personal injury case, from police brutality, slip and fall, birth trauma, wrongful death, dog fights, and many more. If you've been wronged, it's our goal to make it right. We have the resources and staff to get you the justice you deserve. Who you hire matters. 855-MIKE-WINS.
If you need orthopedic care, McLaren's expert team can help you move better and feel better. Get the care you deserve at McLaren.org.
Second inning is brought to you by the Michigan Lottery. Play the Michigan Lottery's Detroit Tigers instant ticket and online games. Green, Valencia, Lee against the lefty Reed Detmers. First pitch fastball 94. He's been 94 to 96 with the four-seam fastball so far. As Bobby said, his average right around 94. It's a good left arm. His former first-round pick 6 years ago out of the University of Illinois, 10th overall pick in 2020. 1-0 fastball high and away in the 2 relief outings last year. It was 2 outings that lasted 1/3 of an inning in a close game that the Tigers blew wide open. The Tigers scored 7 runs on 3 hits, 2 home runs, 3 walks in 2/3 of an inning combined in the 2 outings. Riley Green takes a strike. First time it was a Riley Green walk, and Ibanez single. McKinstry single and a Dingler 3-run home run that chased him from the game. The 2-1. Slider at the knees, beauty for a called strike. And then in August, it was a Matt Vierling 3-run home run after a couple of walks. But again, there's a lot to like when you see a walk rate below 3, a strikeout rate above 10, lots of first pitch strikes, lots of swing and miss. Ground ball hit hard to second base to the glove side. Grissom will field and flip over to first. Pretty strong up the middle with Neto and Grissom. Guzman is new to us, but he's been solid at third. Shawnwell is solid at first base. O'Hoppe grades out below average behind the plate. Let's pause right now for station identification on the Detroit Tigers radio network. Eduardo Valencia, fastball swing and a miss. Looked like he was out ahead of it, almost like a changeup. That's how quick his bat is. 5 for 10 to start his major league career. Couple of home runs, including an opposite field shot after going 425 to straightaway center in his first major league at-bat. Curveball down. It's time for dollars on deck. If Hao-Yu Lee now gets a hit this inning, Northfield Lumber will donate to Detroit Blightbusters. Northfield Lumber is Michigan's oldest business, largest Trex decking dealer. It's an upright stance, tucks that left shoulder way in, kind of cocks the hip, so the left shoulder's in, cocks the bat high over the right. Valencia swings, pops it up into shallow right. Grissom will call everybody off. The second baseman makes the catch running into shallow right field. 2 up and 2 down here in the second inning. So with a 4.40 ERA through his first 19 starts, with low walks, high strikeouts, you immediately go to, okay, why would the ERA be that high? It should be about a run lower than it is when you've got numbers like that. Opponents hitting 220 with little power. And for him, he has not pitched well with men on base. His strand rate is very low. That usually will correct in the pitcher's favor at some point. Lee takes a curveball away. But it does also speak to the fact that you want to create some traffic on the base paths.
Yeah.
Because he does not pitch nearly as well with men on base. The 1-0. Line drive. Deep and foul down the left field line. Ooh. Out ahead of the slider down and in. Hao-Yu Lee hammered it. Well foul. Nice finish after his. Remember, he went down for a couple of weeks, came back, and he had a really nice stretch leading to the All-Star game. Hitting for average, some extra base power. Fastball 95, riding at the top. That's the pitch you talked about, Bobby. Fouled it straight back.
Yeah, and Hao-Yu Lee was on that bad boy, too. You saw that 1-0 slider he hooked down the right field line. That's because he was hunting that fastball. Got another one up in the zone and just missed it. All those foul ball straight backs aren't created the same. That was a dangerous one right there.
Detmer's into his motion. The 1-2. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Appeal down to first. Ryan Wills goes up with the right hand. Second strikeout for Reed Detmers. This time he gets the righty on the slider. Both strikeouts been on that pitch. Tigers go 1-2-3 in the bottom of the second inning. 1-0. Angels on top. This is the home of Detroit Tigers baseball, presented by Meyer.
Meyer is the proud hometown partner of the Detroit Tigers, and we're cheering them on every game to a winning season. We're looking forward to more home runs, RBIs, shutouts, and new major league records. Plus, whenever you shop Meyer, you help support organizations all over the city, from local businesses and manufacturers to schools, food banks, kids' athletics, and more programs that bring us together. Because when you shop Meyer, you don't just shop for yourself. You shop for your entire community. You create reasons to celebrate and opportunities for people in your community to live, to learn, to work, and to play. Home is where your team is, and our home is right here in Detroit, where the Tigers' roar never stops, and the 7th inning stretch means we're getting ready to pounce. Save and win with Meyer, proud hometown partner of the Detroit Tigers.
At Comerica Bank, we've helped build some of America's most iconic companies. Now, we're bringing that same professional-grade expertise to today's builders. The kitchen table entrepreneurs, the first-time storefronts, and late-night dreamers with big ambitions. Because banking built for success shouldn't just be for big business. It should be for anyone building something that matters. Let's build something together at Comerica.com/succeed. Comerica Bank, a division of Fifth Third Bank N.A., member FDIC, equal opportunity lender.
With ER Online Check-In at McLaren, the waiting room can be your living room. View wait times and reserve your spot at McLaren.org/ER.
From when you need the right call made, 1-800-CALL-SAM. Troy Melton, first pitch. 7-8-9 hitters coming up. Vaughn Grissom takes in the dirt. Once Melton delivered the pitch, checked his landing spot. Another big miss, this time with the fastball, the 1-0. Ground ball foul down the third base line. Cutter hung up a little bit. But Bobby, talk a little bit about what that cutter does for Troy Melton, because he's talked about how a couple of starts ago it got him back into the strike zone when he was off.
Yeah.
But he believes that this 93, 94 that he's throwing it, the velocities at which he's throwing it, slider backs up 2-1 on Vaughn Grissom. Changes his whole arsenal.
Oh, there's no doubt, because when you're throwing something that has that kind of horizontal movement that late at that kind of velocity, as a hitter, you can't account for that.
2-1 up and in. He is just not in command of the fastball right now. Almost hit Grissom 3-1.
Yeah, he's really running away from his right arm right now. What I mean by that front side is flying open, and when you're doing that, your arm is late through the arm path is late, and you get that high arm side miss, glove side spike, which is what he's done.
Sinker low and in. He walks Vaughn Grissom. Very unusual start to this game. He's walked 3 of the first 7 batters. 2 fewer than he's walked the last 4 starts in 24 innings.
But Dan, to speak to that point, I mean, really a cutter is nothing more than a cut fastball. So it's fastball mentality, fastball action, and you just offset the grip and throw through it. And what happens is when you can command that cutter.
4-seam fastball, nice easy 98, middle of the plate, strike 1.
You really have to get extended out there and finish the pitch. You can't just, people think you just cut across it. That's not it. You let the grip do the work, and we get extended and finish over that front side.
Strike 1, swinging a foul. That was a late hack on a cutter up, and again, tried to maybe do a little bit too much with an A9, and he doesn't want it there.
Yeah.
This is a new name for us, called up after the Tigers saw the Angels in late May. But this is a very promising young player for the Angels, just 22 years old, right-handed batter, the 0-2, swinging a soft ground ball foul down the third base line. Denzer Guzman, just over 100 at-bats, has hit 260 with a little bit of power. Remember, all the way up to the major leagues, he was young for his league, and at AAA this year at 22, big numbers. Yes, a lot of people do that at AAA these days. But at 22, big numbers, and they're very excited about the possibility of Denzer Guzman. Changeup bounces 1 and 2.
No, they like this young man. He's come through their system. And maybe for Zach Neto, he'd probably be playing shortstop. He's a shortstop by trade, done a nice job. They've asked him to slide over and play some third base. And their early returns over there are good. Big upside for this young man.
Hit righties, lefties, about the same. Major leagues, minor leagues combined. The 1-2 is swing and a miss. Changeup with terrific action down and in. Eats up Guzman. First strikeout for Troy Melton. Man, his pitches are moving tonight, yeah. Bobby.
He's got excellent action on the pitches. He just can't find the consistent release point that will allow him to command his stuff tonight. But he gets a little bit of a break. Guzman chases that one out of the zone. Maybe that can get him back on track.
Brings up Logan O'Hoppe. First pitch, 4-seam fastball, 94 for a called strike 1. Every fastball so far has been 98, 99. Average fastball this year has been 97, but we haven't seen 97 tonight. I'm not sure that was a 4-seam fastball. At 94, the strike 1. Sinker 97, misses low and in. Logan O'Hoppe debuted in 23 with 180 really good at-bats. 14 home runs. Tough out. And the production has dropped steadily since. The 1-1, swing and a miss. Bobby, that had to be the changeup. Sinker at 91. The movement on that pitch.
The movement on that pitch, and also I'm looking at the spin rate, 1,307 RPMs. That had to be the changeup.
Yeah. At 91. The 1-2, got him. 98. Poured it in on the outer third at the knees, and Logan O'Hoppe is really struggling this year. Takes a call third.
That's a dart down and away from O'Hoppe. Even if you're not struggling, you're not going to do much with that one. Heater at 98, down and away from you. Go ahead and put your gear on, big boy. You'll be all right.
Brings up Zach Neto. First pitch, sinker low and in. Drafted by the Angels, the pick after the Tigers took Chase Young, and what a player he is.
He sure is.
This is just a really good player. He's still just 25 years old, 1-0. Changeup pulled down and away at that 91 mile an hour speed, so that pitch earlier clearly was the changeup. Neto's hitting .235. Power numbers continue to climb, and he's just steady, Bobby. Month to month, you get the same production. 2-0. Fastball middle for a called strike one.
Yeah, you really do. There's some swing and miss. He's going to swing and miss a lot. He's going to chase some pitches. But like you said, he's got 19 times he's gone to the house. He can steal you a bag. He's going to get thrown out some. He's a super aggressive cat, but that's who he is, so you got to look at some of it.
2-1. Fastball strike challenged by Neto. I think he's going to win this.
Yeah, I think he is too.
Batter challenging the pitch.
Ooh, it's right there. You'll see on the big scoreboard. It is indeed a strike. What a big call.
There's one challenge remaining.
Will Little is our home plate umpire tonight. Ryan Wills at first. Lance Barksdale, the crew chief, is at second. And Dylan Wilson, new name for us, is the third base umpire tonight. 1-0 Angels. We're in the bottom of the second inning. Troy Melton could use a quick inning and quick out right here. Fastball pours it in at 96 for a called third strike. Swing and miss, strikeout, 2 called third strikes. After the opening walk, Troy Melton strikes out the side. We head to the third inning. Tigers and Angels first to 3 in Anaheim. 1-0 Angels after the Tigers Radio Network, presented by Meyer.
After avoiding debates for months, John James just made it clear why. When questioned by Perry Johnson about his support for the reviled kill switch mandate and being funded by data center developers, John James strangely replied,
I know when you were born, black people could still be bought and sold in this country, but no one owns me.
Huh? John James went right to the Democrat strategy of playing the race card. John James is no conservative. He's a lying liberal. John James as governor? Terrifying thought. Perry Johnson is our conservative choice. Non-politician, real Republican, really smart. Helps save the American automobile industry and can apply the same skills to get Michigan back on track. Perry Johnson from Michigan.
I'm Perry Johnson, and I approve this message. Paid for by Perry Johnson for Governor.
It's the summer sales event with the Ford Crew.
Anna, what says summer to you?
Sunshine, road trips, camping.
And?
Ford being #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands according to J.D. Power.
And?
And low APR offers with Ford credit financing on a select lineup of Ford trucks and SUVs.
My kind of summer.
For APR offer information, visit Ford.com or your local Ford dealer. For J.D. Power 2026 U.S. Initial Quality Study Award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2026 model year.
Meyer is the proud hometown partner of the Detroit Tigers, and we're cheering them on every game to a winning season. Home is where your team is, and our home is right here in Detroit.
Third inning today brought to you by Mastercraft Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electric. For fastest service and the best price, choose Mastercraft. Soft ground ball to third on a half cup from Ben Malgeri. Guzman fields and fires to Shonowell. 1 pitch, 1 out. Here in the third inning, injury report is brought to you by McLaren Health, the official healthcare system of the Detroit Tigers. Offense that has been really clicking for, well, going back to the beginning of June. Might be getting Gleyber Torres back soon, and that is very good news. Gleyber Torres, the only action during the All-Star break is down at the Florida, I think it's the Complex League. Yeah. And I think he took some at-bats in some maybe live BP sessions down there. Remember, you've got some pitchers who are also rehabbing. McKinstry takes a slider for a strike, but now he's going to start to go on a rehab assignment. He was going to go to Toledo, but the smoke from those wildfires, wow.
Yeah.
It caused the Tigers to reconsider. Slider swing and a miss. Ooh, McKinstry fooled badly. No balls and 2 strikes. So he will take some at-bats today and tomorrow. I think on the road with the Lakeland Flying Tigers. I think it was either Clearwater or Bradenton.
I think that's right.
0-2. Slider low and away. Jackson Jobe, same thing. They're trying to figure out where he will pitch next. Jackson Jobe, in case you missed the updates before the All-Star break, is touching 100 in his first rehab outing. That was only an inning and a third. The 1-2 is swing and a miss. This is good stuff from Reed Detmers. This is really good stuff. That's his third strikeout, and that's 95 right by McKinstry after some pretty wicked sliders.
Yeah, he's on his game today. He's got good stuff, like you said. He set it up with that slider. Good fastball away from McKinstry. Even if he doesn't swing at that, that's absolute paint on the outside corner away from him.
This is a different, because of what we said about the home runs, the way this ballpark is playing, forcing fastball away. Generally, year to year, it's pretty neutral for run scoring. Again, it was a good home run ballpark, held down doubles and triples in recent years. This year, nothing's happening in this ballpark. Run scoring is way down, one of the most pitcher-friendly ballparks, and the home runs right near the bottom. Bierling takes a slider for a strike.
And Dan, to be honest with you, that's how I remember this ballpark.
And for a long time, that's exactly the way it was.
Yeah, I was out here from 12 to 16, and it was, I mean, you had to shoot it out of the cannon, especially at night.
Yep.
To hit a homer here, which made what Mike was doing and what Pujols was doing at the time so impressive. They made this place look small anytime, but it really did suppress some of the extra base hits and homers back then.
Slider for a strike. 1-2 on Matt Bierling. Soft little pop-up out. First time up. Good catch by Adele. So this is a very different Angels team at home, meaning they pitch very well in this ballpark. Opponents have just a 680 OPS against this staff here. Slider down 2-2.
Good
on
take.
The road. This Angels team gives up, and we didn't really see it in Detroit. They took 2 out of 3. But on the road, they're giving up a ton of runs and a ton of home runs. The wind up, the 2-2, swing and a foul. Back to the screen. If the dimensions haven't changed, and they haven't, usually it's environmental conditions like high and low pressure, wind, but there's no wind here ever. It can be temperature, but it's not that either. 2-2 up and in. It's a bit of a mystery. But to your point, Bobby, the West Coast ballparks up and down the coast from Seattle to L.A. to San Diego, they were always the best pitchers' ballparks.
Notorious.
And then that changed a little bit in recent years. And this year I noticed that they're all, the top 4 pitcher ballparks are all West Coast.
It's crazy.
And Dodger Stadium is 6th from the bottom.
I mean, this place here in Anaheim in Dodger Stadium, it used to be, go ahead and hit it twice unless you're certain people, because you're not getting it out of here today. And then, but you're right, for whatever reason, again, what those reasons are, don't know, but it's definitely different.
3-2, swinging a line drive, base hit over second base. Grissom jumped, but that was well over his head. Good at bat for Matt Bierling. Saw 7 pitches sharp, single into right center. 2 out single, and again, you want base runners on. This is when the numbers start to jump against Reed Detmers. He just doesn't pitch as well out of the stretch.
Yeah, excellent at bat right there for Matt Bierling. 2 different times during that bat. Detmers executed a pitch. Matt Bierling did not offer at it. No, Hoppy gave the glove point like, that's a good pitch. I don't know how he didn't swing at it. Nice job of finding a way to win that AB.
Detmer's tough on lefties, tough on righties. He's just a little tougher on lefties. Kevin McGonigal digs in, takes a fastball away, ball 1. Struck out on a slider first time up. He got pitched very tough. And again, most teams are circling this guy going into any game. 1-0, slider down. I always love watching the adjustments that McGonigal makes in the second at bat.
Yep.
He's gathered the information the first time. He's seen the sliders. Lays off the same pitch that got a swing first time up. 1-0 Angels win the third. 2-0. Fastball up. 3-0 on McGonigal.
And that's his, right now, I won't call it a superpower, but that's what he's very, very good at. Getting the information, cataloging it. When he sees that shape again, doesn't offer at it.
3-0. Fastball above the belt, but got the call. 3-1. Will Little goes up with the right hand. Short, cautious lead for Bierling at first. This is a pitcher you can run on. A lefty who, if you can read his move and go for his move, you can steal a base. 3-1. Swinging a fly ball. Got jammed a little bit. Trout 2 steps to his right, makes the catch. McGonigal didn't get the barrel to the ball that time. Routine fly ball out ends the third. We head to the bottom of the third inning. 1-0. Angels on top. This is the home of Detroit Tigers baseball, presented by Meijer.
America's 250th celebrations continue all year, but Wallside's extra $250 off every window is ending. Through Tuesday only, half off all windows, plus get an extra $250 off every window for cash. Or choose low monthly payments with our no deposit, no interest financing. It ends Tuesday, July 28th. Wallside, 1-800-521-7800, or go to wallside.com.
Hit a home run this season on your next Ford vehicle lease or purchase at Varsity Ford in Ann Arbor. Proud to be family owned and operated for over 44 years. Varsity Ford never strikes out, getting you the best deal. Our professional sales team is like no other, and we treat every customer like an MVP. Varsity Ford is driven by family and built on tradition. No matter if it's the first inning or the bottom of the ninth, Varsity Ford is here to the last pitch. I'm Joe Stanford, making deals today, every day, and best of all on Saturdays too. Only at Varsity Ford.
No matter what your sport, you win with energy efficiency tips from DTE. DTE's online interactive home can help you find tools, tips, and programs to lower your energy bill. Our Insight app gives you real-time information to make changes to reduce your usage. And our rebates put real money back into your pocket. So check out DTEenergy.com/home and you'll savings, that is. DTE.
Fox 2 is just the best. I watch before I go to bed.
You definitely hit the local angle very good. When I watch Fox, I feel like I'm getting the whole story.
They're working for you.
Today's game brought to you in part by Meijer, an official partner of the Detroit Tigers. Instant replay brought to you by the Sam Bernstein Law Firm when you need the right call made. 1-800-CALL-SAM. Troy Melton facing Mike Trout. Fastball 96 at the knees for a called strike. A player that he grew up watching. Can you imagine? You grow up, you're an Angels fan. You watch this guy in his best year as a superstar. Now you're pitching against him. Line drive, base hit down the left field line to the corner. That'll be extra bases for Mike Trout. Riley Green gets the ball into Zach McKinstry. Trout has hit the ball hard twice. A line out his first time up. A leadoff line drive double to start the third.
Yeah, that was a changeup up in the zone. It's 88 miles an hour. Didn't do a whole lot of anything. Middle. He's lucky that's only a double.
Very.
Because it was center cut. Mike Trout hasn't missed many of those in his career. Didn't miss that one. He's on second base with a leadoff double.
Brings up Nolan Shawnuel, first round pick 3 years ago. He had, about a month in the minor leagues?
If that.
Then brought to the major leagues. Fastball 98, misses low and away. Walked on a 3-1 pitch first time up. He had power in college at Florida Atlantic. He has not shown that power at the major league level. Fastball misses down quickly, 2-0. Do you think this is kind of who he is? I mean, he's kind of established who he is. I don't picture the power going up in the years ahead.
I think his power is going to come mainly from doubles. I think what he can probably do is really try to split some gaps.
2-0, fastball away, big misses, 3-0.
I mean, he's a big man. There's plenty of bat to ball. He's hitting at a good average, 275. I think there'll be some to development, but he's not. I don't see him as a 25 to 30 home run guy.
Comes in hitting 275 with 6 home runs, 3-0 away. He couldn't ever bring the ball in. Everything was away. Very un-Troy Melton-like. He has walked 4 of the first 12 batters.
And that front side's just a little bit quick. That's why you get a lot of those arm side misses.
Brings up Soler, first pitch sinker, low and in, ball 1. Strike 1 has been an issue for Troy Melton this year. Off and on, start to start, it comes and it goes. But it has really been hurting him tonight. Consistently falling behind. 1-0, swinging a foul tip to the glove of Dylan Dingler. Pitch count high after just 2 innings. He was at 46 pitches through 2. Average pitch count would be in the low 30s. And for Troy Melton, it might be in the upper 20s. The 1-1. Swing and a foul over the screen. Cutter up a little bit, but it's 94 with late movement. Even if it's up, it doesn't generally get hit. Soler drew a walk in the first inning. That was the first right-handed batter who had drawn a walk against Melton this year in 76 plate appearances. The 1-2. Ground ball chopped foul over by the Angels dugout on the third base side. This is an Angels team that doesn't draw many walks, right near the bottom in the American League in walks drawn. And they are the #1 team in swing and miss and strikeout rate. Troy Melton has not been able to get into the strike zone enough to get any of that swing and miss, and we've seen a lot of it in his recent starts. 1-2. Slider backed up on the inside part of the plate, challenged by Soler.
Batter is challenging.
And he's going to be surprised where this one ends up. Bobby, that's our worst challenge of the year. That is a full balls width plus in the strike zone.
And that's a bad slider. Like, listen, we love Troy, but that's a bad slider that backed up at 88 miles an hour, which makes it a BP fastball. You know, Jorge Soler took it down the middle and had the nerve to challenge that pitch.
That is the #1 worst challenge of the year. Fastball swing and a miss. Josh Lowe was late. Wow. We haven't come close to seeing a challenge that bad. Big strikeout.
It's also their second challenge. They're out.
That's right. The strike one. Swing and a miss. You shouldn't do anything right here other than, I mean, if you're going to throw him off speed, it should be out of the strike zone. He is so late on these fastballs.
Yes, he is.
Melton works middle of the rubber, places that left foot in front of the right when he sets. The 0-2. Fastball up and away, 98. He's still got plenty of velo. This is easily the best velocity, steady velocity of 98, 99 that we have seen from Troy Melton. He just can't locate at the moment. The 1-2, swinging a high fly ball softly into center. Late break for Vierling. He'll call off McKinstry, make the easy grab for the second out here in the third. Troy Melton is battling. He is battling right now. Laurel Canyon High School in Anaheim is where Troy Melton played baseball, and he was a catcher. He was always a catcher, he said.
Yeah.
And he wasn't getting, I mean, he was kind of a regional, this is one of the better catchers in the area, but he said, you know what, wasn't ever going to make it in Division I as a catcher. But nobody else is really interested in him as a pitcher because he didn't pitch until his senior year. And the fact that he became a preferred walk-on at San Diego State, developed, got bigger, stronger, and suddenly the fastball velocity goes from 88 to 93 in his freshman year. It's really remarkable how quickly he progressed.
Oof.
Sinkers, swing and a miss.
Best one of the night right there.
Ate up Joe Adell.
He threw that one right down the middle, and it sunk down and in. And Joe Adell went to fire on it, and by the time it did, it was by his back knee. That's filthy.
2 on, 2 outs, 1-0 Angels. We're in the third. The 1-1, swinging a foul to the screen. I feel like, Bobby, it's a combination of the ball's moving so much that he's having a tough time corralling it, but also, obviously, he sprained the ball.
Definitely. There's no doubt about that.
But some of these misses are just because the ball is moving incredibly. The sinkers, diving. The 1-2, swinging a slicing soft line drive into the netting down the right field line. He just has not been able to have any quick at-bats. The strikeouts have all been 5 pitches or more. 4 strikeouts now for Troy Melton. Strikeout updates brought to you by Car Bliss, the official ready-to-drink canned cocktail of the Detroit Tigers. Adell waiting on a 1-2 on the way. Swing and miss. Woof. 98 up and in. Ate him up. Troy Melton's 5th strikeout ends the third inning. Lots of base runners through 3. But now he has struck out 5 of the last 8 batters. Fourth inning, they're down 1-0 after 3 in Anaheim on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network, presented by Meyer.
We know what you love. You love baseball. You love the Detroit Tigers. You love spending a day at Comerica Park. We also know what you don't love, standing in line. So we made a VIP entrance, so you could do more of the things you love and less of the things you don't. All you have to You'll feel like a VIP the moment you walk in, just like you do at our bank. Learn more at comerica.com/yourpark. Comerica Bank, a division of Fifth Third Bank N.A., member FDIC.
At Comerica Bank, we've helped build some of America's most iconic companies. Now, we're bringing that same professional-grade expertise to today's builders. The kitchen table entrepreneurs, the first-time storefronts, and late-night dreamers with big ambitions. Because banking built for success shouldn't just be for big business. It should be for anyone building something that matters. Let's build something together at Comerica.com/succeed. Comerica Bank, a division of Fifth Third Bank N.A., member FDIC, equal opportunity lender.
At the Sam Bernstein Law Firm, we live by the golden rule. Treat everyone who calls like they're someone's friend, family, or loved one. When you call, we listen. We get started on your case. And we're Michigan's only firm to offer the no-fee guarantee. You don't pay until we win. Treating you like family, because that's how you deserve to be treated. That's the Bernstein Advantage. The Sam Bernstein Law Firm. 1-800-CALL-SAM.
The Sam Bernstein Law Firm, Michigan's first family of law.
It's baseball season, and you know what that means. It's Faygo time. Nothing beats an ice-cold Faygo. Faygo, the one true pop. Faygo is a proud sponsor of Detroit Tigers Radio.
Brought to you by Wallside Windows, local and family owned, celebrating 82 years as Michigan's leader in replacement windows. 3, 4, 5 hitters. Dingler, Torkelson, Green. Here in the fourth inning, Dylan Dingler takes a backdoor breaking ball for a called strike one. Line drive single to right center, first time up. Tigers all-star catcher. Season full of improvements in so many ways. Gold Glove last year, and he has worked to get even better this year. Up and away. High strike on, I guess, a slider. Up and away.
That's what it says here on StatCast. I don't buy it.
Didn't do much of anything.
No.
So kind of flowed up and away. Detmers works over on the first base side of the rubber. Quick step back with the right foot, lifts the leg, drives to home plate. Back foot slider and misses 1-2 down in the dirt. But Dylan Dingler has improved his pop time, the time it takes for him to receive a ball and get it to that guy at second base. Shaving off hundredths of a second. That takes a lot of hard work just to shave off a few hundredths of a second. Fastball up and in. And each one of those that he has shaved off, Bobby, matters.
Yeah.
Yes, it's still usually about the guy in the mound when runners steal bases. But he continues to block balls extremely well. His receiving skills outstanding. Ground ball chopped foul down the third base line, and he's the best catcher at challenging balls and strikes, at least as measured by StatCast. The number of overturned calls versus expected. They've got a whole system. You can read all about it. But he's been there all year. It is an indication of how savvy he is.
Yep, and the timing, too,
the
for me.
The timing. 2-2, curveball. Woo. Got him. That started above shoulder level for Dylan Dingler. That's an old 12-6 hammer. What a pitch.
That's filthy right there. I mean, that thing came out of the sky as a hitter. You get that pitch and you see it up there. You read the spin correctly. You see it up there and you're like, that thing it's not going to come down.
It can't.
It came down. And I got to walk back to the dugout now. Those are the worst ones. That thing can't be that's a strike.
That's impressive. First pitch slider to Spencer Torkelson.
Matt came through me one of those one time. I'm like, there's no way that, wow, okay, I'll go sit down now. And that's how quick it happens.
That's literally your brain, right? There's no way that, fastball up and away. It was off speed up and away. 1-1 on torque. Yeah, but Dylan Dingler, when he challenges.
I think that's the most important thing. That he's, yes, that obviously he's right, but it seems like they're always important when he gets them.
Changeup, check swing, didn't go on the appeal to first. Ryan Wills says 2-1.
And then there have been times where we sat up here and and had thought, if he challenges right here, he's right, but he doesn't want to waste it. He doesn't want to go to it too often, and he will go to it. It seems like his ability to understand the strategy of the situation is
Fastball swing and a miss, 2-2.
Is really high right there. So it's both the fact that he's right, but also when he challenges too. For me, it makes it a big separator for him.
Torque hit a couple of home runs in that 4-game series here last year. But again, this is not the same Angels Stadium. Well, it is. Fastball up. It's the exact same stadium. But it is not playing the same. And it's one of the biggest season-to-season drops, if you will, from hitter-friendly to pitcher-friendly that you will see. 3-2, swing and a miss. That's pretty good. That's a changeup away. Torque strikes out. 5th strikeout for Reed Detmer.
Getting some mysterious swings from these Tiger hitters right now. That's an indication that this guy's got pretty good stuff out there. You can metric this thing all you want to, this, that, and the other, but the hitters will tell you what time it is.
Detmer's into his motion line drive, base hit down the right field line into the corner. Riley Green got a hanging breaking ball, and he did not miss. He'll cruise into second with a 2-out double here in the 4th inning. 3 hits for the Tigers, all with 2 outs in the 1st, the 3rd, and now their first extra base hit. Riley Green double here in the 4th.
Yeah, we told you he'll try to flip either slider or breaking or slider or curveball in there early in the count to steal a strike. Well, Riley wasn't going to let him off the hook. He saw that one middle of the plate, hooked it in that right field corner for a 2-out double. And that's a good swing by Riley Green.
Eduardo Valencia steps to the plate. His 2nd home run came off Christopher Sanchez. I mean, that's something to brag about.
Yeah, it is. That's a good one.
Big bending curveball up and away, and that too found the strike zone, at least according to Will Little, and sure enough, it did. He took it, I think it was a changeup away, and drilled it in the right field seats at Comerica. The strike one. Check swing. Frustrated. Tapped it foul. They want to check his swing, but his bat got a piece of it. No balls and 2 strikes. Give him a fastball middle, though.
No. The thing, listen, I know it's only 2 homers, but the dead center field and then the opposite way off an off-speed pitch, that is impressive. That lets you know this young man has real power.
0-2, ground ball foul down the 3rd base line. He loaded up. And he just got a piece of the slider down. Popped out his first time up. Shallow right field, Grissom. Infield is Guzman at 3rd, Neto at short. They're straight up with the righty at the plate. Grissom up the middle. The outfield doesn't move much. They're straight up. Low and left, Trout in center, Adele in right. Down and away, stays off speed. Valencia swings and misses and strikes out to end the 4th inning. Riley Green doubles with 2 outs. He's stranded at second base. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning, 1-0 Angels. It's been this way since the 1st. This is the home of Jenna by Meyer.
There are trucks, and then there's the 2026 GMC Sierra 1500 with employee pricing for everyone. That's the GMC Sierra, where power meets precision in a truck that leads where it matters most. GMC Sierra, it's the truck. We are professional grade. Right now, employee pricing for everyone. You pay what we pay. Well-qualified current eligible GMC lessees can get a 24-month ultra-low mileage lease for $199 per month with $39.99 due at signing on a 2026 Sierra Light Duty Elevation Crew Cab with a Turbo Max engine. That's employee pricing for everyone. $199 per month with $39.99 due at signing. Must be your current lessee of a 2021 model year or newer Buick or GMC vehicle through GM Financial for at least 30 days prior to the new vehicle sale. Tax, title, license, dealer fees extra. No security deposit required. Mileage charge of 25 cents a mile over 20,000 miles. At participating dealers only. Residency restrictions apply. Visit GMCofferinfo.com for details.
Your car deserves more than a quick rinse. At Clean Express Auto Wash, official car wash of the Detroit Tigers, we built something better. 14 brand new state-of-the-art locations designed specifically for Detroit roads. Whatever the season throws at your car, we'll handle it. Wash Smart Unlimited starting at $20 a month. No stress, no hassle, just a clean you can trust. Experience the difference. Find a location near you at cleanexpresswash.com.
Looking for a healthcare provider? Go to mclaren.org/primary care to find a doctor near you.
Troy Melton facing the Angels in the bottom of the fourth inning. Line drive to left, a base hit. Off the bat of Vaughn Grissom had a big game 1 of the series in Detroit. 3 for 5 game with 6 RBIs, including a grand slam. Vaughn Grissom's sharp single to start the fourth inning. Troy Melton could really use a 1-2-3, but it's not going to be here in the fourth.
Get a ground ball right here.
Guzman at the plate. First pitch slider down and away. A pitch that we have not seen. I don't think we've seen it all tonight. A couple of backup on the inside part of the plate. Denzer Guzman struck out on a changeup first time up. An absolutely filthy changeup that dove down and in to the righty. Down and in. I think that's another cutter that backed up on him. It was 93. And again, we know it's fastball. Well, it's averaging over 97 tonight. Called that a four-seam fastball? I'm saying no. The 1-1. Sinker down and in. Misses 2-1 on Guzman. Bottom part of the order. Just a lot of pitches for Troy Melton tonight. Pitch counts are brought to you by Rocket Mortgage. Own the dream. Guzman waiting on a 2-1. Swinging a soft tap foul.
Yeah, a little shake of the head from Troy Melton on that pitch before that last offering to Guzman, the one where he missed arm side down and in. Been doing a lot of that tonight. He knows it. This is the worst when you have a issue, whether it be at the plate or on the mound, that you know what the fix is. You're trying to get to that fix and it's just not happening. All you can do is battle at that point. He's doing a good job thus far. But it is really frustrating when you just can't get the baseball or do what you want to do with your body to make it, to execute the pitch the way you want to.
The 2-2. Down and away, challenged by Guzman, but he's going to have to talk to his teammates because there are no challenges left because of some bad challenges earlier.
Especially Soler. Zach Netos was just on the edge of the plate. That's one thing. Soler took a backup slider middle. Yeah, you got to talk to your boy on that one. And had he a challenge, he'd have been wrong on that one. He would have lost. It wouldn't have mattered.
6 strikeout for Troy Melton. He has walked 4 in this game. Soft ground ball to short. McKinstry will charge field, flip to second, one lead to first, and they turn the beautiful 6-4-3 double play on Logan O'Hoppe. Wasn't hit hard. Quick feed from McKinstry to Lee, and Lee always strong on the turn. Tigers bat in the 5th inning. We're through 4 in Anaheim. 1-0 Angels on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network, presented by Meijer.
For 40 years, United Wholesale Mortgage has been building the #1 team in the country. Here, you'll join a card and celebrate wins together. Whether you're starting fresh or leveling up, our unmatched growth, inclusive culture, and commitment to building long-term success give you the opportunity to thrive. No mortgage experience? All team members receive paid on-site training to get you started and keep you moving forward. Discover a career with momentum at uwmjobs.com.
These days, it feels like everything costs more, and healthcare is no different. But what many people don't realize is that rising hospital costs, prescription prices, and more people needing care all affect what Michigan families pay. That's why Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan is ready to help by lowering drug costs, focusing on preventive care, and improving quality while reducing unnecessary costs. Because affordability matters to everyone, and progress is happening. Learn more about what Blue Cross is doing to help at mibluedaily.com/affordability.
I can't wait for 7:29 tonight.
What's at 7:29?
We'll get to see if the red ball falls.
The red ball. Oh, you mean the sunset?
Not that red ball. The Daily 3 red ball double draw.
For Daily 3 players, it's time.
7:29.
Because right after the Daily 3 evening drawing, the double draw ball will be selected. If it's the red ball, then a second set of Daily 3 numbers will be drawn, giving you another chance to win on the same ticket. But just like the sunset,
it's only for a limited time.
Play the Daily 3 red ball double draw, only from the Michigan Lottery. Knowing your limits is always the best bet.
Northville Lumber is Michigan's Trex decking leader in the official lumber yard of the Detroit Tigers Radio Network. NorthvilleLumber.com.
This game brought to you in part by Blue Cross Blue Shield. Blue Cross Blue Shield, the Michigan, the official healthcare provider of the Detroit Tigers Radio Network. 1-0 Angels. Top of the 5th inning is brought to you by Figer Law. All they do is win. 7, 8, 9 hitters. It has been stress-free for Reed Detmers so far. It has been stress-full for Troy Melton. First pitch slider up and away, ball one. Lee, Mulgeri, and McKinstry here in the 5th inning. Troy Melton, to his credit, has worked in and out of trouble for 4 innings. 1-0 to lead. Big bending curveball. I know it's been a weapon against the Tigers, but I gotta say I like watching this curveball. I mean,
it's a good one.
It's just an old-fashioned 70-mile-an-hour big bender. As Bobby described, starts way up there and then drops into the strike zone. 1-1, swinging a high foul out of play, well back first base side, and that's what I think he's doing so very well, Bobby. Changeup comes up out of hand, and then he follows it up with a 4-seam fastball up.
And that's where his fastball plays, which is why that curveball is so important. It starts so far above the zone.
1-2, down and in, off speed, 2-2.
Get the eye level up there, and then boom, you hit him with that fastball at the top of the zone too, and it plays up just enough to do what High-U Lee did this at bat and the previous one. You just foul it off because you're just a tick behind it.
Upright stance, 2-2 away, and one of the few big misses so far for Reed Detmer. 4 innings, no runs on 3 hits, no walks, and 6 strikeouts for Reed Detmers. Top 3 in this rotation are all pretty good. 3-2, and swinging a fly ball to center field, deep and playable for Trout. He'll go a few steps to his left, make the catch shy of the warning track. It's a good swing for High-U Lee, one of the better swings of the night for the Tigers against Reed Detmers, but an easy play for Mike Trout for the first out here in the 5th.
I tell you what, High-U Lee gets heaters, and he is not leaving anything on the table. That's a good swing with intention. Hit that ball hard, came off 101 off the bat. 21 degrees, that's a good line drive. Just right at 27 out there.
Brings up Ben Mulgeri, swinging a slicing drive down the right field line. Adele on the run. He's going to watch that one bounce off the chalk into the netting. Ball's in play. Mulgeri will cruise into second with a 1-out double here in the 5th inning. His first true double as a major league. The other one, remember, was the misplayed pop-up behind first base.
Oh, Dan, that's a double. That's all. They're all doubles, Dan. That ball was roasted.
But he was feeling bad about it, I think, don't you?
No, not at all. Not in the least. Not in the least. They're all absolute scorching liners somewhere. That's a knock. That one was hit.
That was a good swing. Double last inning for Green with 2 outs. He got stranded at second. Zach McKinstry takes the first pitch strike down and away. It's one of the odd rulings with the netting that has been extended down the line just to 6-7 years Major League Baseball has done it, that when the ball bounces in the netting, it's still in play. Swing and a miss. If there was no netting there, the ball would be in the stands.
Right. That just seems very odd.
It is so counterintuitive to me that whenever I see it, I'm like, well, that's a dead ball. Nope. Umpire's like, play on. McKinstry waiting on a 0-2. Detmers checks Mulgeri at second. Neto ducking in behind him. Ooh. Slider in the dirt, and Zach McKinstry swings and misses. That's been a tough couple of at-bats for Zach against Detmers. 1-0 Angels. We're in the 5th inning. Tigers just haven't been able to put any pressure on Reed Detmers. See if Matt Vierling can deliver a big 2-out hit. Solid line drive single last time up. Home run off Detmers last year. As Bobby said, you got to shoot it out of a cannon to get it out this year. Ooh. Ground ball chopped fouled on the third base line. So what do we mean when we say this is not a home run hitter's ballpark? This is maybe the worst in the major leagues this year. The Angels and their opponents in 46 games here have combined to hit 83 home runs. 46 games here, 83 home runs. On the road in 51 games, 133 home runs. That's a ballpark that is holding down home runs. Curveball for a called strike 2. A difference of 50.
That's a lot. That's significant. Another good curveball right there from Detmers. Fastball up, maybe.
0-2, fastball up and in. Ooh, I thought that was the third strike. Vierling takes 1-2.
And that's what he's done. He's shown you that curveball up for a strike. And when he throws that curveball for a strike, he's got to start it way up. And then he wants to get your eye level up and then zip you with that fastball.
The 1-2, swinging the pop-up. Shallow left field, Neto out, and he'll be called off by Lowe. Who makes a catch in shallow left field? Vierling, soft little pop-up really to left field, ends the 5th inning. For the second straight inning, the Tigers get a double, but that base runner is stranded at second base. We head to the bottom of the 5th. First to the 3, Tigers and Angels, 1-0 Angels. This is the home of Detroit Tigers baseball, presented by...
If you have cancer, proton therapy is targeted treatment with less risk of side effects.
I'm John, and I had prostate cancer. In my opinion, for proton therapy, there's nowhere else to be. Anybody that has the opportunity to come here to participate in the proton therapy program, it's a win for them. The staff, the treatment, prognosis, your chances for survival when you walk up, there's nowhere else to be in my eyes.
Your best chance to beat cancer could be proton therapy. Visit mclaren.org/proton therapy.
One bite of 100% Angus beef ballpark frank, and you'll say, hello, summer. Ballpark Franks. They plump when you cook them. It's time to take a bite out of summer and fire up the grill, America, because, oh yeah, it's ballpark season.
At Oakland University, being golden is putting in the hard work. It's raising the bar and never settling for less. It's the tireless hours spent getting your hands dirty. It's searching for answers where others aren't looking. Rising before the sun, and staying up long after it sets. It's in you. Be golden. Explore more at oakland.edu.
I'm attorney Mark Bernstein, and we partner with the Michigan State Police to keep you safe on the road. Get your free Call Sam car safety kit today at callsam.com.
Today's game brought to you in part by Corewell Health, reminding you together we can overcome any obstacle, fight any battle. First pitch, curveball to Zach Neto. What a beauty. Swing and a miss. He breaks out the curveball, Bobby.
Yeah.
The strike one. Sinker 97 down and in with that tremendous arm side run. Neto had to move the back foot out of the way. You don't see that on a sinker very often. Right on right. The 1-1. Ground ball jam job. Past a diving McGonigal, and then McKinstry behind him fielded and then skidded to the ground. His feet came out from underneath him. Ended up sitting in shallow left field, hanging onto the ball. No play. Zach Neto reaches for the second time. He was the toughest out in that series in Detroit. And now a leadoff single here in the 5th. Just a ground ball in the right spot.
Yeah. Zach McKinstry actually lost the left foot before he's trying to plant the right foot to throw it across the diamond.
Keep an eye on Neto at first. He's taking that vaulting lead over there. Big secondary lead. He's got 12 steals this season. Trout takes ball one. Line drive out, line drive double. Big batter for Troy Melton. Fastball strike on the inner half of the plate. Remember, no challenges left. Sometimes we see umpires start to call the game they want to call.
No doubt
when there's
about
no
it.
challenges
Yeah.
left.
It gets a little interesting after when there's a zero in that column over there.
Flip over to first to drive Neto back. Troy Melton does a very good job in all aspects of his game. pays attention to the running game. There's been 1 steal and 2 attempts with Melton in his 8 starts so far. The 1-1, swing and a tap foul. This might be the best sinker of the year. I know he's had trouble locating it, Bobby, but man, is it a weapon against righties.
Well, what I was going to say is that this is better now. He's found something maybe in the last part of the previous inning or even in his warm-up pitches. These have been much more precisely located.
Pass ball, swing, and a foul tip to the glove of Dylan Dingler. Trout strikes out. I tell you, I just love watching Troy Melton pitch. This has not been, obviously he had to be frustrated through 12 batters with 4 walks, 2 hits, battling. But he works out of jams. He pitches better with men on base to get out of jams. And now he's starting to dial it in. This is impressive. Another fire over to first to drive Neto back.
This sure is. And what's more impressive, he just blew a 97 mile an hour fastball. Just straight buzz right past his favorite player growing up, too.
Shonewall has drawn 2 walks. Now they've got Neto picked off.
Running.
Throw down to second base. McKinstry to Torkelson to Lee, and they finally tag out Neto in a rundown between first and second for the second out of the 5th inning. You knew he was going to go. Great job by Melton to continue to pay attention to him and then throw over one more time.
Yeah, that vaulting lead, that technique is predicated all on the timing of the pitcher. And the biggest defense against all stolen bases, the running game in general, is varying your set times as a pitcher. When you do that, you take the rhythm away from the pitcher, from the base runner. Also, you limit the ability of those guys to use that technique in particular. And they executed the rundown properly.
Fastball to knees for a called strike. Let's pause for station identification on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network. Curveball, backdoor, strike 2. Since the Shonewall walk in the 3rd, very good strike throwing for Troy Melton.
Yeah, this is much better for Troy Melton. This is it right here. This is the Troy Melton we've seen previously. Yep. In the zone with multiple pitches. He's found something this inning.
The 0-2 is swinging the ground ball. Serve to Hayu Lee at second. Knee-high bounce, gloves it and flips to Torkelson at first on an 0-2. Shonewall off balance. A soft ground ball for the 3rd out of the 5th. Pitch count is at 83. Troy Melton for the 6th. Impressive. We head to the 6th inning. Still 1-0 Angels on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network. Presented by Meyer.
At Comerica Bank, we've helped build some of America's most iconic companies. Now, we're bringing that same professional-grade expertise to today's builders. The kitchen table entrepreneurs, the first-time storefronts, and late-night dreamers with big ambitions. Because banking built for success shouldn't just be for big business. It should be for anyone building something that matters. Let's build something together at Comerica.com/succeed. Comerica Bank, a division of Fifth Third Bank N.A., member FDIC, equal opportunity lender.
We know what you love. You love baseball. You love the Detroit Tigers. You love spending a day at Comerica Park. We also know what you don't love, standing in line. So we made a VIP entrance, so you could do more of the things you love and less of the things you don't. All you have to do is bank with Comerica. With your Comerica Bank card, you'll feel like a VIP the moment you walk in, just like you do at our bank. Learn more at Comerica.com/yourpark. Comerica Bank, a division of Fifth Third Bank N.A., member FDIC.
This is Mark Sneffkamp of the Sneffkamp Automotive family. We've served Michigan customers for over 100 years. We opened our first dealership in 1926. 4 generations later, Sneffkamp is still the name to trust when buying your next new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram. Visit us during the Make This the Summer Sales event, happening now at one of our 4 locations: Highland Park, Gaylord, Midland, or Redford.
Sneffkamp, Metro Detroit's original. Sneffkamp.
Early detection saves lives. Schedule your cancer screening today at carmanis.org/inspire.
softly up the middle, fielded by Neto to the right field side of second. Flips it to Shonowell at first. One pitch went out. McGonigal grounds out on the first pitch of the 6th inning. Pitch count 76 through 5. That's a nice low total for Reed Detmers. This is going through the order a third time. He's dynamite the first 2 trips through opposing orders. This is really one of the only weaknesses you see in his game. The third trip through opposing orders, Angels get on high alert and the numbers jump. Batting average goes up and the power numbers go up as well. This is the third trip through the order. Dylan Dingler takes ball 1. 1-0 Angels. We're in the 6th. Detmers into his motion. The 1-0 pitch. Swinging a fly ball center field. Not deep. Trout in a couple of steps. Makes the catch for the second out. 6th inning is brought to you by the Jack Demmer Automotive Group. When an experience the Demmer difference. Hardest working players brought to you by Carhartt. Proud to support Detroit Tigers baseball. All the hardworking people who make it possible. This goes to Troy Melton. His night isn't done yet, but we were talking during the break. So impressed with how he has handled what was the beginnings of a potential disastrous start. With 4 walks in the first 12 batters. Swinging a foul back to the screen. Fastball that we know Torque can do damage on. My partner feels like Dan Petrie did not just catch that ball.
He sure did.
He brings a glove to the game every day, and he's never even had one close. That's awesome. Torque takes the slider away, 1-1.
Fantastic.
That's awesome.
Oh, man. Peaches made a play right there.
He's so happy. Oh, my God. The fact that he's ready.
Some of these booths are shooting galleries. We saw that in Kansas City a few years back.
Oh, my gosh.
This is one of them.
Swinging a foul. It's so funny that he brings that glove. It's a beauty. And wears it the whole game.
Whole game.
He never gets a ball hit to him. And when he finally gets one, he's ready.
Peaches and Reed's beside him, so we're getting a great look at this on our Detroit Sports Net monitor right now.
The 1-2, slider away, 2-2 on Torque.
That's awesome.
That's a pretty big smile on his face. Tigers trying to put some pressure on Reed Detmers. This has been smooth sailing through 5 2/3. The 2-2 pitch, swinging a line drive, hooking fouled on the left field line. One of the few times the Tigers have actually tried to do something with that curveball. Torque waited, and he was still out ahead of it.
I'm telling you, and the thing about the curveball too is such a feel pitch, and when a pitcher has a feel for it and he can add and subtract, change the shape like Detmers is doing tonight, it's such a weapon.
2-2 ground ball, hard foul down the third base line.
And it's really difficult, especially one that's got that 12-6 action, just like Detmers does. You have to see it very early and be in a good place to launch because you're just out in front of it and you don't think it's going to come down. Like
Soft
that.
ground ball, tap back to the mound, off the curveball. Detmers fields and flips to Shonowell. We told you he could put together a good start, and he has. He just hadn't done it lately. He's pitching a gem through 6 innings, and his night is not done. Out ends a 1-2-3-6. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. 1-0 Angels. It's been this way since the first. This is the home of Detroit Tigers baseball, presented by Meyer.
We are Feiger Law, the official law firm of the Detroit Tigers. For over 70 years, Feiger Law has been your hometown team of trial lawyers for auto crashes, truck accidents, birth trauma, and injuries due to medical malpractice. Let our team of homegrown trial lawyers win big for you. Feiger Law, the official law firm of the Detroit Tigers. All we do is win.
All we do is win.
America turns 250, and National Coney Island is celebrating all month long with $2.50 favorites. Enjoy $2.50 Coneys, $2.50 slices of apple pie, 25-cent scoops of ice cream, and more delicious all-American specials available for dine-in service throughout July. Gather the family for breakfast, lunch, or dinner and celebrate America's birthday with the flavors Detroit has loved for generations. Happy birthday, America! Let's celebrate at National Coney Island. National Coney Island is the official chili of the Detroit Tigers.
Hey, Matt Vierling here. From the stands, people see the highlights. Home runs, stolen bases, diving catches. What they don't see is the preparation to be ready for the unexpected. That's how I look at my car too. Repairs can hit out of nowhere, and they're not cheap. With CarShield, you get the best defense against costly car repairs. When something goes wrong, you're not scrambling. You've got a plan. A CarShield plan.
Don't get caught looking. Get a free quote today at carshield.com. Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at carshield.com.
McLaren Medicare hits it out of the park with their Medicare Advantage plans. Learn more at McLarenHealthPlan.org/McLaren Medicare.
First pitch sinker gets a big swing and miss from Jorge Soler. Not the power threat that he once was. The strike one. Changeup bounces up the home plate. The year of the home run when everybody hit 40, he hit 48. But he was a pretty consistent power threat. Miami hit 36 home runs back in 2023. Followed up with 21 home runs for two different teams in 2024. And with the Angels the last 2 years, injury-shortened season last year, just not the same power numbers. Comes into this game with 11 home runs and over 300 at-bats. Montero getting loose for the Tigers. The 2-1, swing and a miss. Best cutter of the night.
Yes, it was.
Sharp late break. That's the pitch that's been getting a ton of swing and miss.
Executed that one. Threw it to the outer third of the plate, his glove side, and it just darted off.
The 2-2 in the dirt. 3-2. Soler with a walk first time up. Took a called third and then challenged a pitch that was in the middle of the plate his last time up.
It's just you saying that.
Colt Keith will pinch hit for Ben Mulgeri. To start the 8th inning, Tigers trying to get this offense started. Ryan Zefferjohn, a very efficient 1-2-3 7th inning, and now Sam Bachman, another right-hander, takes over on the mound. First pitch to Colt Keith. Sinker at the knees, 97 for a called strike one. 36th appearance of the year for Bachman. ERA is just over 4. Another guy, power arm, walk rate at 4.5, and a strikeout an inning. Changeup at 89, misses low and away. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, Bachman out there on that Angel bullpen. 3/4 arm slot, sinker slider guy. Just over half the pitches he throws home are that slider.
Keith swings, pops it up, foul and out of play. Well back third base side.
He throws over 50% sliders, but that fastball is a big fastball. 98 miles an hour average heater on that sinker. There's a changeup to go along with it as well.
Lefties have the big edge against him. Just a little slightly higher batting average, but they draw more walks, and they certainly hit him with more power. So Keith, McKinstry, and Vierling, the 3 to face him here in the 8th. Tigers looking for a run. They're down 1-0. 1-2, swinging a line drive, foul. Oh, Colt Keith took a 99 mile an hour sinker, and he almost punched it into the left field corner.
That's a short, quick swing up above the zone, too. That ball was clearly 2 or 3 balls up.
We've seen him do that before.
Yes.
Peraza's now in at second base for Guzman. Slider down, sharp late break, swinging a soft tap foul right behind home plate. So the infield, Guzman at third, Neto at short, Peraza at second, and Shawnuel at first. Left side of the infield shifts to the right. Bachman works first base side of the rubber from the stretch. The 1-2, swing and a miss. Changeup just kept running away from Colt Keith. First out of the 8th. 8th inning is brought to you by Varsity Ford. Visit Varsity Ford in Ann Arbor today. Check some scores from the 1-800-CALL SAM Studios scoreboard. Brought to you by Meijer, the official grocery retailer of the Detroit Tigers Radio Network. Don't look now, but objects in your rear view mirror are closer than they appear. The Boston Red Sox are hot, Bobby.
They have gotten really hot.
Slider low and in.
What was it, 9 straight going into the break?
Yep. 9 straight going into the break. They start the second half with a doubleheader, less than ideal. And they sweep a doubleheader from Tampa Bay today. The 1-0. McKinstry swings, fouls it out of play.
Chad Tracy's done a nice job of winning that clubhouse out there. Worked with Chad when he was an A-ball manager, and I was a young farm director, and he was a young skipper, and he's done a nice job since taking over for Alex Cora.
The 1-1. Fastball up and away. An 11-game win streak puts the Boston Red Sox at the 500 mark. A 10-0 win in Game 1. A 5-3 win in Game 2. Tampa started the day with a 3-game lead over the Yankees. The 2-1. Change up away. Tigers would take a walk right here. 3-1 on Zach McKinstry. Other scores from the 1-800 Call Sam Studios scoreboard, brought to you by Meijer, the official grocery retailer of the Detroit Tigers radio network. Almost everything is final. White Sox over Toronto 12-4. 3-1 slider for a strike. The White Sox aren't going anywhere. I keep waiting for them to fade, but Bobby, they are not going anywhere. They are still 6 games above 500. 12-4 win at Toronto.
I agree with you. I don't think they are either.
3-2. Swinging a line foul down the third base line. McKinstry will see at least 7 pitches in this trip to the plate.
They got a nice balance in that lineup. Some guys that can really hurt you and thump you. They got some guys like Mydroff that are going to just bug the mess out of you, not swing and miss a lot, find a way to get on base. They've got some balance there. If they get some good pitching and catch the baseball, they could stay right where they are.
3-2, swing and a miss. Change up, probably not where he wanted it. He pulled it down and in to the lefty, but McKinstry strikes out for the 3rd time tonight. 2 up, 2 down. The lineup turns over for Matt Vierling. 1-0 Angels. The Tigers have had 4 base runners in this game. A team that can walk the house has the highest walk rate in the American League, has not walked a batter tonight. Led by Reed Detmer's superb 6-inning start. Sinker low and away at 98. Vierling 1 for 3 tonight. Dingler has a hit. Green has a line drive double. And Ben Malgeri a line drive double as well. Those are the 4 Tiger base runners in this game. 1-0 slider away. Final line for Troy Melton, and this is a really good final line, especially when you consider how he started. 5 2/3, 1 run on 4 hits, 4 walks, 9 strikeouts. Brought to you by Figer Law. The 2-0. Sinker in at 98. Vierling jumps back out of the way. It's a called strike by home plate umpire Will Little.
Yeah, the what from Troy Melton was excellent. The how was even better, because he had to figure out a way to get it done, and it was not pretty early, but he persevered, stayed calm, and was very good late.
Line drive, base hit into right center. A little flare fielded by Mike Trout on a few skips in the right center field gap. Matt Vierling keeps the 8th inning alive for Kevin McGonigal.
Yeah, Vierling got a sinker that was up at the top of the zone. His 2nd hit of the night. Doesn't try to do too much. It's perfect for a guy like Matt Vierling. He loves to work that ball inside out, stay in the middle of the field, up the other way. Got something he can handle and put the barrel on it.
With McGonigal up, Hoppy, you don't see this very often. Wants to go out to have a little conference with his pitcher. Usually you see this when a pinch hitter comes into the game, but it's mostly like, hey, this kid's an all-star.
He's pretty
been
good.
Really good this year.
Yep.
He may be a rookie, but
and sometimes you see that when perhaps the bullpen may have not gotten up in time. There's nobody throwing in the Angel bullpen. They just want to get on the same page here with what they want to do with Kevin McGonigal.
73 at-bats for lefties against Bachman this year. Again, they've only hit .230, but they have 9 extra base hits. Of their 17 hits, 9 for extra bases. Bachman has had a tough time getting lefties out. McGonigal's 0 for 3 tonight. Not many 0-fers for the year. Short, cautious lead for Vierling at first. First pitch, backdoor slider, strike 1.
Yeah, the Angel outfield is going to make 2 hits beat them. They are deep. There's no doubles everywhere in right field and center field. Trout is basically up against the fence.
Everybody as deep as can be. Fastball way in. McGonigal jackknifes out of the way. Ball's not traveling this year. Go ahead, try to beat us. with an extra base hit. They are, I mean, we've seen no doubles, but this is impressive. How deep they are. The 1-1. Fastball up and away at 99. If he hits it into the right field corner, the right field corner is, again, about 335 down the line, and then it's like that hockey rink we talk about. It just, the ball can wrap around. Adele's very good at playing that. Swinging a slicing foul out of play. That's a very good slider away. McGonigal tried to attack it. I'm just trying to think of an extra base hit. I guess he could just drill it up one of the gaps on a line.
That's the only chance you have.
Yeah.
And really, it's going to be more left center field than right.
Waiting on a 2-2. Bachman, before he delivers, steps off. 1-0 Angels. We're in the 8th inning. Every Tigers home run this year is a Little Caesars Pizza home run. Order online for delivery or Pizza Portal pickup. Lefties with 4 home runs against this righty. Bierling takes off, pitches high, throw down to second base, and they got him. Whoa, no. Second base umpire Lance Barksdale says safe. Neto immediately asks for the challenge. We will see live. I thought they got him.
I sure did. I agree with you. Matt Bierling got a pretty good jump, but boy, it was a good catch and throw, exchange and throw from Logan O'Hoppe. It was a fastball up, good pitch to throw on, well above the zone.
Challenge mistake, called second base.
Essentially a pitch out.
First replay that we see, Neto in front of the bag, lets the ball travel, fields it on a hop. I think he got the hand in before the.
He didn't get it on him. He didn't get the.
He didn't get the glove on him. Man. 2 views. The second view didn't help. It is so close. I haven't seen anything convincing yet. I'm just not seeing the glove on the left arm. Are you?
I agree.
Before the hands on the base?
I agree with you.
Haven't had a good look.
And to me, it looked like on the throw was bounced into Zach Neto. He did a really nice job of not picking the ball, but catching the ball as it deflected off the ground. Usually you want to get that ball, get that short hop. He stays with it.
Here we go.
Catches it back behind him. I don't know. Did he get it on him?
He got it on him. He's out. They have not shown the view that we just saw on our Detroit Sportsnet monitor on the scoreboard. They haven't shown a single replay on the scoreboard. We just saw a pretty definitive look. He's out. Taking a long time. Maybe that's good for the Tigers.
Could be.
Has to be clear and convincing. We saw an angle that I thought was clear that Neto's glove was on the left forearm of Bierling before the hand got into the base. Lance Barksdale will be on the call. He's getting word from New York. Here we go.
After review, the call on the field stands. The runner is safe.
Oh. I love instant replay, Bobby.
Kurt Suzuki can't believe it. He can't believe it.
He's mad, and he has every right to be.
Yes, he does.
I saw 2 different angles that were pretty darn conclusive. I mean, so a single here could tie the game. A break, I believe, for the Tigers. Instant replay brought to you by the Sam Bernstein Law Firm. When you need the right call made, 1-800-CALL-SAM. McGonigal waiting, and Bachman steps off. Neto keeping an eye on Bierling. The outfield now comes in from their no doubles look with a potential tying run at second. 3-2, swing and a miss. Changeup gets Kevin McGonigal. Tigers strand a runner at second base for the 3rd time tonight.
We're talking about power. We're talking about bling. This is the stuff that puts people in the seats.
Ruth's adoring fans pitched in to gift a crown fit for the home run king.
How come the fans didn't, put something together for me?
They gave you a nice round of applause.
It's a good job, Carlos.
That man is 42 years old. I'm only 22. Until that man stay on that mound, nobody gonna take me out of this game.
Okay, let me see what I can do about it.
Right now, I feel like I can go over there and go placata right now on the field just because I held this bat, Willie Mays. I'm not giving it back to you. You need it back?
To get back.
Okay, you can continue talking.
And you're just going to hold on to it?
Yeah.
Hammer and Hank became baseball's all-time home run king.
Hank Aaron flipped the bat, pointed to the outside, and said, placata.
Every single Triple Crown winner has been inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame. So it looks pretty good for Miggy. Just saying.
Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York, and catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
In Vegas.
This copyrighted broadcast presented by authority the Detroit Tigers may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Detroit Tigers. 1-0 Angels. Kieran Montero still on the mound. 4 up, 4 down for Montero in his outing tonight. First pitch sinker low and away, and Zach Neto at the plate, ball 1. Defensive changes. Cole Keith came into the game as a pinch hitter for Ben Mulgeri. He stays in the game. He's at third. That moves McGonigal from third to short, and Zach McKinstry from short to right. Knuckle curve just keeps curving away from Neto and goes right by the glove of Dylan Dingler back to the backstop. Top of the order. Neto, Trout, and Shawnuel here in the 8th inning. No runs on 5 hits for the Tigers, 1 run on 4 hits for the Angels. Neto has 2 of those hits, an infield single and a line drive single. Swinging a long foul fly on a changeup that was up and in. Dodgers beat the Yankees today 2-1 in New York. The Yankees have certainly cooled after climbing 17 games above the 500 mark. They're now 52-43. The 2-1. Swinging a foul that glanced off the mask of Dylan Dingler and back to the screen. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Cleveland and Pittsburgh postponed. If you look at a smoke map of the fires from Canada, and some of those fires down through Wisconsin, but the jet stream, it looks like, has just pushed it directly over Michigan.
Yeah.
Through Cleveland and Pittsburgh to the East Coast from Philadelphia to D.C. Swing and a miss, slider up like a cutter up there. That's actually a very good pitch, isn't it? I know he may not want it there.
Sometimes it's better being lucky than good. Like you said, it wasn't a good slider, more like a cutter in that particular situation, but it was up above the zone. And Neto's
watching a replay, I think he got away with it.
Oh, there's no doubt he got away with it. He got away with it.
So the air quality is so bad. The thickest of the smoke, and the maps are fascinating, but you got dark brown, lighter brown for the plumes coming from these fires, and they are massive in Canada. But the entire state of Michigan is covered in the thickest, darkest brown of smoke. Fastball up, 1-1. So that again caused the postponement of the Cleveland-Pittsburgh game, and who knows when they're going to play. I mean, we had this in Philadelphia a few years ago.
Yeah, a couple years back.
It was so bad, the air quality index, that just for the safety of everyone, postponed the game. Sinker down.
We got lucky back then. There's an off day for both teams. It was a Thursday we got smoked out. And it was an off day for both teams on a Wednesday we got smoked out. It was an off day for both teams on a Thursday. And we stayed in town.
I was trying to remember how we resolved that.
That's how it happened.
Didn't have to go back.
Correct.
Trout waiting on a 2-1. 1-0 Angels are in the 8th. The 2-1. Swing and a miss. Lively 96-mile-an-hour fastball away. So that could be causing some problems in that area from Detroit again, Pittsburgh, Cleveland, all the way down to D.C. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Man, I love the look of Kader Montero out of the bullpen.
He is some kind of, you talk about focus, executing, just letting this forcing fastball up and away from Mike Trout eat. We've talked about it quite a bit. When you see Mike Trout, there is a hole at the top of the zone. There always has been. When he was at his peak of his powers, it was small. But now, he throws it up there again, and he just beat him at the top of the zone.
Shonowell swings at a fastball, fouls it out of play. And I know, I mean, I think some fans get tired of hearing about executing pitches, but Bobby, it is all about executing.
There's no
pitches.
doubt.
I mean, it just is.
Especially right now, let's be honest. There's no secrets. There's so much information. You know where to go with guys. Can you get there consistently is the key.
The strike one. And Kader Montero has it dialed in tonight. Sinker up is on the appeal to third base umpire Dylan Wilson, called a ball.
Listen, we as hitters hit mistakes. We know that. We're well aware of that. But if you execute, we understand that's just part of the deal. You're probably going to win.
Change-up, beauty, challenged. Called a ball.
Catcher challenging.
Dylan Dingler is going to win this challenge because it's what he does.
That's what he does.
As we said, the number of times we see this, Bobby, on a 1-1 pitch.
It's unbelievable.
Turns it from 2-1 to 1-2. With another successful challenge. Shonowell asks and gets time. So Will Little says, all right, I'll buy a little time. I'll clean off home plate. Doesn't really need it, but Shonowell digs back in. It's a very upright stance. And he lifts the hands and cocks the bat high over the left shoulder. The 1-2. Swing back fastball. Got him, strike three. What a pitch.
Oof.
Incredible movement on the sinker into a lefty. Fifth strikeout for Kader Montero in the space of.
And it'll be Sweeney backpedaling, and he can't make the play. And there goes the no-hitter.
It's rolling. Does it go fair? Yes, it does. That's a fair ball.
Oh, she's giving it to him. They're up 6-1 in the 8th. She's giving it to him and making him like it.
Doing the pop-up dance, and he dropped it. You don't see that very often.
Abrams is going to think about going to third. The throw too high there. Abrams dives back in. Tag applied this time by Riley. What just happened? All your favorite games from MLB Play are back. Bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grid, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
A sartorial issue here. There's the team name, Chicago Cubs, so it does work.
It's got the right color.
Yeah, it's gray.
Maybe there was something went wrong with his other one.
1-1 to Marte in the air, right to the guy we just showed you.
On every game to a winning season. Home is where your team is, and our home is right here in Detroit.
1-0 Angels, ninth inning, last shot for the Tigers. Ninth inning is brought to you by Comerica Bank. If you want to elevate your small business's game, visit Comerica.com/succeed to learn how. Kirby Yates, the 39-year-old native of Lihu in Hawaii, is the Angels closer right now. And he is not your typical closer. Fastball low and away. The fastball, that was 93. His average fastball is a tick under 91. But Bobby, we were talking during the break, he knows how to get the job done.
He finds a way to get outs.
1-0. Fastball away. Dylan Dingler at the plate. Torkelson and Green to follow.
That's the name of the game. Yates, how he does it, like you said, four-seamer, split. There's a sweeper. He throws 1% of the time. 99% is that four-seamer, that four-seam fastball, that split. Low arm angle, just above sidearm.
2-0. Fastball at the belt at 92 for a called strike one. Yeah, and he pitches off that 91-mile-an-hour fastball.
Yeah, he does. There's some deception, Dan. It's a very short stroke. Doesn't get a bunch of extension. When you see a guy with a stroke that short, especially in the back, you think he's going to come at a higher arm angle. He doesn't. Hides the ball really well, and it comes out just about sidearm.
Late bloomer, debuted at 27, 12th year in the major leagues at 39. Dingler swings at a fastball, pops it up. Shanoel over and safely to the top of the net. He raced over to the end of the Tigers dugout by the camera well. Safely into the netting for Dylan Dingler. Dingler 1 for 3 tonight. Kirby Yates has absolutely buried righties. He's only pitched 21 innings. He's been very effective after an off year last year for the Dodgers. He came across town and he's pitching very well in 21 innings for the Angels. Splitter up and in hits Dylan Dingler.
That's how it starts.
How about that?
Give him a finish, boys. Here we go.
In their series here last year, when the Tigers won 3 of 4, they did an incredible amount of run scoring late. 8 runs in the 8th and 9th innings one day. 8 runs in the 9th inning another day in a 1-1 game to win 9-1. James Outman will pinch run for Dylan Dingler. See if the Tigers can work a little of their 9th inning magic here at Angel Stadium tonight against Kirby Yates. This is a pitcher you can run on. He has allowed 13 steals since the beginning of last year and 5 this year in 21 innings. That is a big number. Torkelson digging in, asks and gets time from the home plate umpire Will Little.
Yeah, it's a combination of things. He's pretty slow to the plate, but he also doesn't throw very hard. There's a lot of splits too. We talked about the fractions that Dylan Dingler picked up behind the plate. Those fractions work for James Outman right here too.
Keep an eye on Outman. Takes a big secondary lead. First pitch fastball, swing and a miss. Torque can't find 92 up. Leadoff man on for the Tigers for the first time today. Torque swings at a fastball, fouls it out of play, and quickly falls behind. No balls and 2 strikes. Lefties definitely have the edge this year. Most years, Yates buries righties. He did in 2024. Struggled last year. 4 for 41 for righties this year. The 0-2. Fastball up. Torque leans back out of the way. Fly ball to right. A strikeout and a bounce out for Torque. That was all against the starter, Reed Detmers, who was outstanding in this game tonight. 6 innings, no runs on 4 hits, no walks, and 7 strikeouts. Angels staff that walks a lot of batters has not walked a batter tonight. Torque waiting on a 1-2. On the way. Splitter misses down. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1-0 Angels. We're in the 9th.
I really thought Outman was going to take off on that pitch, especially with the. He missed with the fastball up. He was for sure going to get an off-speed pitch. Likely that splitter he did. He didn't go.
2-2. Torque swings and pops it up. Shallow left field. Jose Siri will come in. He's just into the game. Makes the catch. In shallow left center for the first out of the 9th inning. 1-0 Angels. Brings up Riley Green. Lefties have had quite a bit of success against this righty so far this year. Again, it's limited at bats. 2 home runs in their 34 at bats and 4 doubles. And they have certainly had the edge going back to the beginning of last year. Hit him for average and for power. Green with a double tonight, 1 for 3. Yates flips it over to first. James Outman back with a head-first slide. Outman hasn't been with the Tigers very long. He does have 1 steal with the Tigers, 4 overall. They're 4 with the Twins, so 5 overall this season. Another flip to first. That was a little closer, but that's 2 tosses to first. Doesn't always mean an automatic go on the next pitch, but Anthony Sanders over whispering in the right ear of Outman. You would think he's got to be taking off on one of these next 2.
Hit this heater, Riley.
Riley takes a splitter up and away.
Very surprised by that, especially after 2 disengagements.
Yeah.
You figured he'd have to come
with the heat,
with the heater, because you think Outman would be taking off. Not only did Outman not take off, he threw a splitter right there. Definitely getting the heater right here.
Man on, a man out. 9th inning, Tigers down a run. Outman takes off, swing and a miss, throw it on to second base. Won't be nearly in time. Very quick tag by Neto. But Outman, feet first slide, got the foot on the bag just before the tag. That was closer than I thought it would be.
It was. It was a good pitch to throw on for O'Hoppe. It was a fastball up well above the zone, essentially a pitch out right over the plate. O'Hoppe's got a strong arm. The exchange is a little slow, but he got there. And that's what matters. He's in scoring position with 1 out.
The 1-1. Swinging a foul out of play. They just can't get around on this fastball.
No.
So for you, it's all about the deception.
I think it's a little deception. The vertical approach angle is pretty normal. Those numbers are pretty good. But that deception is very short arm in the back. The spin rate.
Still like this matchup for Riley. The 1-2. Lays off the splitter down. Again, so far, good numbers for Yates in his 21 innings. Just 14 hits. 28 strikeouts, but a lot of hard contact. Neto's hanging around by second base. The outfield comes in a little bit. More normal depth, but a single almost surely tied this game. Green waiting, the 2-2. Up and in. 3-2 on Riley.
Yeah, good take right there by Riley Green. And ball was in. Zone him up right here. He don't give you something to hit. He doesn't let Carey get it done.
Pretty good chance this pitch is going to induce a swing. The 3-2. Away. Splitter missed big. Listen, the Tiger fans in the ballpark. Logan O'Hoppe out to the mound. The infield will join the conversation. There's activity in the Angels bullpen. We'll see if they make a change. We'll pause right here for station identification. Kerry Carpenter coming up on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network. They had a lefty. Yep. Wasn't it Nutera?
I think it was Nutera. He's still standing out there on the mound.
Carpenter's coming up. Are they just buying time?
They got to be.
I mean, I can't believe Suzuki didn't come out during that. It sure looked like he was just buying time, but there's going to be no pitching change.
I mean, the second it was ball 4, I expected Kurt Suzuki to be sprinting up the steps, but he's not.
This is a surprise, Bobby.
And they got to make him pay for this right here.
This is a real surprise.
Kerry Carpenter has to make him pay.
Nutera, the lefty, up in the bullpen. You would think he was up for this guy. Carpenter at the plate. 2 on, 1 out. First pitch splitter away, ball 1. Carpenter came in as a pinch hitter in the 7th inning and grounded out softly to second base. Yates works over toward the third base side. Outman takes off for third, double steal, swinging a pop-up. They better get back. High to left field, and fortunately, it was hit so high. Outman was all the way to third. Siri made the catch, and because it was hit so high, both Green and Outman had a chance to get back to second and to first.
I'm never going to tell Kerry Carpenter to take a pitch he thinks he can hit, but my word, James Outman was almost to third base when he swung at that pitch.
Yep.
That's how big that jump was.
I agree with you. That leaves it up to Hao-Yu Lee. 2 on, 2 outs, first pitch. Fastball away, ball 1. Last hope for the Tigers. Lee has struck out, lined out, and struck out. 0 for 3 tonight. Outman takes his lead off second. Green's at first. The 1-0, swinging a fly ball, right field, deep to the gap. Adele on the run. He won't get it. It's past his glove to the wall. Outman is in. Green's around third. He will score. 2 out, 2-run double for Hao-Yu Lee. Tigers take the lead.
Yeah, Hao-Yu Lee has been swinging. He's been on fastballs all night long. Fouled off a few fastballs up at the top of the zone from Reed Detmers. Good swings all night long. He got one at 92 down in the zone, and he absolutely blistered this ball in the right center field gap. All he had to do was beat Joe Adele, and he just did. What a swing by Hao-Yu Lee. Just rifles that ball in the right center field gap.
Wow. Adele ran over, and it was about 3 feet over his outstretched glove. Tiger, the umpires are conferring. Now, what are they conferring about here?
This is a crew chief review on the possibility of the ball leaving the ballpark and coming back in.
On the ball? Oh, bouncing.
On the ground rule double.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, boy. I didn't. So it used to be you had to carry the, 16, 18-foot wall in right.
Yep.
And then they put the yellow line 8 feet across, and now you just have to carry that for a home run. But if it bounced over that, I didn't think it did. No. What in the world? Who is challenging that? It bounced midway up the wall.
Did it get midway? I don't even know if it got midway.
What? Why are we even looking at this? That's kind of silly, Bobby.
I'm not on it either, but what I do know is how you Lee got a ball and absolutely rifled that ball the other way.
Caught on the field is confirmed. The ball stayed in the ballpark.
Yes, it did.
That's a big swing by Hao-Yu Lee. He's been on stuff all night. Like you said, Dan, he went back down to AAA, come back up, been much more comfortable. It's reflective in the way he's played defense and especially the way he swung the bat. That's a big-time hit.
Boy, you don't see this very often. Down to the last out. And Hao-Yu Lee delivers. Angels fans are getting a little impatient with their team this year. You can hear the boos, but did you also hear the Tiger fans in this ballpark?
Gotta love it.
There are a few transplanters here in L.A. And, man, they were loud. 2 out, 2.
Jammed and a little pop-up. Everybody's coming, but the pitcher wants it. Now he's going to give way.
What's he doing?
It's going to be dropped.
Keystone Cops on the infield for the Rockies.
Isbell's got to beat Iron Man battling the sun. He bobbles and recovers.
That's a highlight tape and a heck of a catch.
That went straight lawn dart. It's in the ground. On guard. That's it.
She comes off that stool down there and makes a nice catch. A hot line drive.
Defensive changes for the Tigers. McGonigal was back from short to third. McKinstry comes back from right field to shortstop. James Outman stays in the game. He's in center. Vierling moves to right. Bottom of the 9th inning, 2-1 Tigers. 4-5-6 hitters. Soler. Siri. Remember, Siri came in for Josh Lowe and Joe Adele. 3 righties and Cater Montero. This is his game. Sinker from Cater Montero for a called strike 2. Soler is 0 for 2 tonight, plus a walk. Melton started, battled through 5 2/3, finished strong. Montero, 7 up, 7 down, 5 strikeouts. The 0-2. Oh, hit him. Wow. That is about the last thing I would have ever expected from Kader Montero on an 0-2.
Yeah, he's trying to bust him in with that fastball. He just loses it arm side.
Hit him in the left shoulder.
Solaire's susceptible to spin away. He's probably trying to buy a little real estate in there to go back out there with that slider. Instead, he hits him on the shoulder.
Meckler is going to pinch run at first base. He's got some pretty decent wheels. Wade Meckler. Jose Siri, his first at-bat of the game again came in as a defensive replacement for Josh Lowe in left field. He's played in a lot of games. He doesn't have many at-bats. He's hitting .256 and he's got some power. Fastball, sinker at the knees for a called strike. Siri showed bunt, pulled the bat back. He does have a couple of successful sacrifices this year. 25 home runs for Tampa 3 years ago, 18 the next year, but the numbers really fell off. Low average to go with those 18 home runs. He's doing a decent job off the bench for the Angels this year. Strike one, flip over to first to drive Meckler back. Wade Meckler again has some wheels. He's not a big base stealing threat. He does have 3 steals in his 43 games. I don't picture him going here. 2-1 Tigers, bottom of the ninth. Siri bunts, not a good attempt. Stabbed at it, bunted it into the ground at home plate and falls behind 0-2.
Yeah, good action on that sinker late. That's very difficult to do. Everybody's like, oh, get a sinker. It's already moving down towards the ground. That sounds good when it's sinking at 96 miles an hour.
Meckler edges off of first, a short, cautious lead. McKinstry and Lee, again, the double play combination. Siri asked for time and stepped out. Montero has been a fly ball pitcher this year, noticeably so, although you do notice he's been getting a few more ground balls of late. The 0-2. Sinker in the dirt. 1-2. Just 86 at-bats for Jose Siri this year. He does have 5 home runs. The 1-2, swinging a soft fly ball to center field. Outman will charge, have to play it on one hop. Soft little flare. Drops into center field. Another at-bat. In a 2-strike count with the base runner, where the batter reaches. 1 hit by pitch, 1 flare single. And that brings up Joe Adell. 2 on to start the bottom of the 9th inning. Tigers holding on to a 2-1 lead. Adell, fastball buzzes him high and tight at 96, ball 1.
They're all fastballs this inning from Kader Montero. We know that slider can get some swing and miss.
Adell really struggles against righties. Swings and pops it up. Softly to second. Infield fly called. Hal Lee makes the catch for the first out of the 9th. 1 out. It's one thing we know about Kader Montero. Cool as can be on the mound in the highest leverage, highest pressure situations.
That's a good pitch. Just a 2-seamer just bearing down in on Joe Adell.
Brings up Oswald Peraza. Got off to a great start. He has been ice cold since the Tigers saw him in May. First pitch sinker, perfect. Great swing back action for a called strike 1.
Sure was. Off the plate, then comes back on it, 96 miles an hour. You can't account for that at the dish.
The strike 1. Ground ball and a high chop to third. McGonigal will jump upfield, throw, and they got him at first thanks to a great pick by Spencer Torkelson.
That is outstanding. A very heady play from Kevin McGonigal right there. High chopper took him behind the bag. Very tempting to try to beat the runner from second base, getting to third base. Yes. He wasn't going to do it. Fired the ball across the diamond, and Tork makes a fantastic pick over at first base.
So the crew chief review of the alcohol at first base.
They're going to have a look to see. The ball did come out. They're going to have a look to see if indeed it was on the transfer after the pick.
Torque stretching, gloves it, gets the out. Yeah, what's the, no? Held on, got the out.
I mean, that's pretty cut and dry right there.
Yep.
That's an outstanding pick.
Wow, is that? I mean, that's the in-between, isn't it?
Yeah, hopefully you're listening to us, but when you get a chance, go on YouTube, go on MLB.com, look at this play. This is how you do it if you play first base. Stretch to the baseball.
Yeah, the crowd's reacting to the ball popping out of his glove, but he clearly was taking it out of the glove.
That was taking it out. Stretch to the ball.
Review, the call on the field is confirmed. The runner is out.
Present that glove, get that ball, get the glove on the ground and work up through it. That is outstanding from Spencer Torkelson. So good at it.
Denzer Guzman is the last hope for the Angels. Oh, man. 2 in scoring position. Guzman has put together a lot of good at-bats for the Angels, hitting .262. He's got solid bat-to-ball skills. First pitch, fastball low and away. Meckler is the potential tying run 90 feet away. Jose Siri, the potential winning run. He's at second. 2-1 Tigers in the ninth. 1-0 fastball. A little bit low. 2-0. Guzman's been pretty aggressive at the major league level. Great plate discipline in the minor leagues. Right-handed batter waiting on a 2-0 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Breaks out the slider.
That's filthy right there. Absolute filth. First slider he's thrown the entire inning in a 2-0 count with a runner on third base.
Outfield normal depth and straight up. Montero checks the runners. Holds it for a beat. 2-1. Chop to short. Big hop for McKinstry. Fields, throws in the dirt. Picked by Torque again. Tigers win.
Do it, Torque.
Wow. Spencer Torkelson saves the day. Hao-Yu Lee delivers in the top of the ninth. And Cater Montero works out of a 2-on none-out jam and works the final 3 1/3 innings to close it out. What a win in Anaheim.
Unbelievable. That's how you start the break. That's how you come out of the All-Star break.
Everything clicking at the end for the Tigers. Our final score, the Tigers start the second half with a thrilling come from behind 2-1 win over the Angels.
At Comerica Bank, we've helped build some of America's most iconic companies. Now, we're bringing that same professional-grade expertise to today's builders. The kitchen table entrepreneurs, the first-time storefronts, and late-night dreamers with big ambitions.